Devonte Graham is an interesting player when it comes to attacking the rim and taking shots at the rim. And I won't sugarcoat it, it's not great. He's only 36% at the rim when it comes to his overall percentage. But there are some positives that sprinkled into the fact that he's willing to take these shots. Number one, as you watch these highlights, I want you to pay attention to some things that he does around the rim. He's not scared of contact, he's not scared to drive, and he's a willing shooter. Those things matter, especially because he's such a good passer. As we've seen from other players that are either afraid to take shots at the rim or just are way too passive, it really hurts your team when you're not willing to take these shots. And even though he shoots a low percentage at the rim, the fact that the Pelicans are such a good offensive rebounding team, I think this will help more than it hurts. And again, the fact that he attacks the rim opens up his passing, and later on in another video I'll cover his assist and you'll be able to see how good of a passer he really is when it comes to attacking and dumping off to the big. As these highlights play in the background, I want you to pay attention to a few things. One, he's not scared of contact. And another thing, when he does want to avoid contact, he has a nice Euro step to move around the defense so he doesn't get touched. And it's a double-edged sword because his Euro is quite slow. So at times it lets the defense catch up and challenge the shot or even block the shot, which is part of the reason why his percentage is so low. His touch isn't necessarily perfect. It's not necessarily the best, but it's not his bread and butter. You want to keep the defense honest with attacking the rim. Devonte's mainly a shooter and a passer. And again, the main thing for him attacking the rim is to keep the defense honest. So when he's the ball in pick and rolls, they can't just ignore him. You have to at least have a defender there. Sure, he shoots a low percentage, but you still have to respect it enough to actually guard it. All in all, he's a low volume, low percentage shooter at the rim who also has a slow gather. But the main thing when he goes to the rim is to create bigger opportunities for his teammates.
And it does! Devonte Graham ends it in style here in the third quarter. Clutch time. Jokic lost it, knocked away by PJ. Devonte. 20 points for Devonte Graham. Some extra oomph comes up empty, but the Hornets keep possession. Devonte sneaks inside, and a beautiful reverse. All right, coming up to the 2-minute mark. Hornets need to make some hay. That's a tough layup. Devonte Graham spins it through. Yeah.
Here's Hachimura, the pump fake, has to get a shot up. And instead he turns it over right to Graham. No shot clock violation. That's a costly turnover right.
That pass by Jerome. And Graham will take it as he was able to get ahead of the...
Hornets need a bucket. Devonte, power move. And a timeout called by the Lakers. Devonte, nobody stopped the ball. 1-point game. Devonte takes the layup. Hornets have already lost twice this year against Cleveland. Devonte gets the benefit of it out, crawls it through.
Just go right by Dellavedova whenever he's on the ball. You got.
Wow, that was quite a shot. That was great.
2-point Charlotte lead. Here's Graham driving on Burks. And Graham gets the roll.
When it comes to Devonte Graham's mid-range game, I'm breaking it down into two parts: his close mid-range games and his deep mid-range game. For his close mid-range games, we'll see more of his floater, and his floater actually has pretty good touch. For his close mid-range game, he seems to really like to get to the elbow for his jump shots, and of course he stays to the center of the lane for those floaters. The first video kind of had you a little distraught because he's not the best at the rim finisher. The next few videos will really start to show you how Devonte Graham will really get most of his scores from close mid-range, deep mid-range, and of course the three-point line where he's a sniper. As you watch these highlights, I want to give you a few things to focus on and look at. One, he's a really good off the dribble shooter. These are not filtered to where it's only unassisted baskets. I've went through every single basket that he made in the close mid-range for this video, and he really likes taking them off dribbles. He's really good off of screens and pump fakes. Also, as I noted in the attacking the rim video, he likes looking for contact, and even when he attacks the rim, although he's not a good finisher, he still likes contact. And as you watch these close mid-range jumpers, jumpers, he still looks for contact with that right or left shoulder going into his defender. It seems like that's his main tool to create space when he wants to get to his fadeaway, which is also deadly. The close mid-range is about the restricted area till about the free throw line and everything in between on the wings. And he's about a 36% shooter there. Pretty good, not deadly, but as we move further back, his percentages actually go up. There's not much more to say about his close mid-range game. He's a good off-the-dribble shooter. He really likes his floater, and he uses that to really set up his passing, kind of like what he does at the rim.
Try a three-pointer, a little too hard.
It's all right, though. I like the Rockets' ball movement here with this bench shoot.
Pull-up jumper at the free throw line.
Just easy flip over the top of the rim.
Don't ever cut the sideburns, PJ. Into the paint. Devonte Graham with a runner.
From downtown, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. Graham has found the range, so he can try that shot at least.
As there he is defending Devonte Graham. Just a better offensive play from Graham.
Devonte crawls it through.
Good movement by the Hornets out of that timeout, or out of bounds play. And
Better than the first couple of times we saw him with the Heat. He's got his legs back.
Devonte, an escape dribble. Hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Devonte Graham's deep mid-range game. The deep mid-range is the spot between the free throw line and just within the three-point line. This is where Devonte has his best percentage at 40%. Devonte seems to really love that elbow area jump shot, and I want you to pay attention to how he gets to these jump shots. A lot of the time it's off of pick and roll where he's the ball man and he puts pressure on the defense to stop the roll man, and he goes for a fadeaway that's really tough for them to stop if they don't try to contain that jumper. Oftentimes he set this up with his passing because Devonte as a passer in the pick and roll is pretty damn good. And that puts so much pressure on defense. In the case of the Pelicans, imagine Zion Williamson rolling to the rim and they have to choose whether to give Zion Williamson a basket at the rim or have Devonte Graham take his best shot, or his highest percentage shot, I should say. And of course, schemes are going to throw a lot of different looks at him to try and throw him off his game in a pick and roll. But Devonte has so many moves off the dribble. He has a really nice hop step, an escape dribble, and he's really, really comfortable taking all of these shots off dribble. I really think this is an area where Devonte is going to shine. And my favorite part about it is it's all a setup. Much like the close mid-range and at the rim shooting, it's all a setup just for him to get to his passing, which you'll see later on.
Yeah, when we got drafted, stayed over there a couple of years.
Oh, Devonte, a long two.
You lift up a little bit to challenge that shot, and that creates the open space for Towns.
Devonte's so good at that shot.
And
nothing run. Graham, his pull-up jumper. Nothing but net.
can sometimes overreact.
Graham rejects the screen and now fires it and hits.
Devonte Graham had that hot start last year.
That game, that's not smart.
Devonte Graham has been cold.
Got up for it.
He did, sure did.
But Graham, realizing the shot clock was under 5. Satoransky jumps out on Graham, who hits another smooth-looking jumper. He's off to a good start.
He starts picking up his offense, starts talking more on defense.
Tough shot by Graham.
It's like twice he's got run down from behind in the last 5 minutes. In the paint. Doesn't get run down that time.
Graham for the pull-up. Devonte Graham off the bench has 10 points and a timeout taken here by...
Goodness. It's a work in progress. Work's not good right now.
Devonte Graham, a man in full.
Now, offensively, here's Devonte Graham's bread and butter, his three-point shooting. He's a 37% three-point shooter, and this is his most efficient shot and his best value when it comes to shooting. He still likes to take a couple of these shots off the dribble, and he's still really good at creating with some step backs and hop steps and even some escape dribbles, as well as using the pick and roll to make some of these shots. But when it comes to catch and shoot and transition threes, that is when I think he is at his best. One thing I want you to watch out for when you're watching these highlights is the amount of times that he bails his teams out with a tough three. There are a lot of times that the possession would be wasted, but they pass this to Devonte and he just nails this tough, amazing three over his defenders. Not only saving the possession, but obviously adding 3 points to the board. He's really good in these transition areas and really good catching teams off guard when your team can get offensive rebounding, which would be amazing for the Pelicans because they're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league. Now, I have a lot of highlights in this clip because he's just such an amazing three-point shooter. The thing about his off-the-dribble shooting, it's pretty similar to his deep mid-range shooting in how he gets his shots. But being further from the rim, he has more space to operate with, making it even more deadly. He's such a good kick option for guards who like to drive in, or let's say Zion Williamson, if they're doing point Zion. Zion drives in, and you always have a good kick option. Two more things I want you to watch out for as you watch the rest of these highlights. One, he's a big shot maker. A lot of these moments he is not afraid for when the game is on the line. And two, his personality. He's always smiling, and that's something great that I think he'll add for this team and fit right in with. One more thing I want to add is that 37% may not sound like a crazy impressive three-point shooting percentage, but it's by far his highest volume shooting as well. He's made more three-pointers than he's even attempted other shots. So combining that with the setup that he has going to the rim and the setup that he has going mid-range, because mid-range is his next most efficient shot and his highest percentage shot, keep in mind that Devonte Graham is an excellent passer, and everything you've seen up until now is mainly a setup for his assists, which I'll cover in our next video.
Rozier now over to Graham, and he fires away. Bismack, second chance opportunity. Graham steps into it.
Smart kid. He's watching Raptors.
He'll never know of the struggles, you know that? As the Rozier up fake on the drive. Washington over to Hayward. Shot clock down to 5. Graham, 3, got it. And Graham to Washington. Back over to Graham, fires, 3 is good.
Offense hasn't been a problem for either side right out of the chute. Devonte, back-to-back triples. Oh my goodness. Devonte Graham, the last man you want to leave wide open.
Ball out to Graham. And that 3 is good by Devonte.
Keep moving without the basketball. Find an open spot while they're scrambling on defense.
Graham knocks down a 3.
Third in points off turnovers at over 20 a game.
Graham feeling it. For 3 again. Charlotte is in the lead. No good. Long rebound taken by Martin. Martin in. Pitches it out to Graham. He got it for 3.
The ball is moving, finding the open shooter.
Gordon Hayward. Devonte. Oh, yeah.
2 in a row.
Devonte straight on look. Handing it over the big fella. Uses the backboard to do it. Leaves it for Devonte. Another one. This time on Cody. Oh, and a bonus 3. Devonte Graham. Devonte, clean look. Bottom of the well.
Nice. With another double-double for him. Graham for 3. Left in overtime. Devonte Graham against Tyler Hero. Step back 3 ball. Yikes.
Hornets still going full throttle. This would be nice. Hey, Devonte Graham. What a shot! Miracle answered. Get out! PJ takes it from him. Hornets down 4. Yes! Devonte! Look away, pass stolen away by Devonte. Hornets with numbers. This is a 5-on-3. PJ! Oh, he didn't even see the pass!
Now we're on to Devonte Graham's assist, and this is the core piece to his game. This is where everything comes together. All of his shooting, all of his mid-ranges, layups, his three-pointers, they all focus around getting these assists and making his teammates better. This is by far my favorite part of Devonte's game. He's a really good full-court passer, a great alley-ooper. He's really good with outlets. He's smart. He's also really good at running the pick and roll. And the reason why he's so good at being a ball man in the pick and roll is because all of those shots that we went over beforehand. He sets up all of his passes by either faking these shots or making the defense respect those shots that he was taking previously and recognizing when they focus attention to him and take it off of the roll man. He commands the respect of the defense, and that's something the Pelicans have really been missing when it comes to the ball man and pick and roll. He's really good with bounce passes and also these shot fakes where he goes up, tricks the big, and dumps it off to his own big man. Going from Miles Briggs, Biyombo, Zeller, PJ Washington, and coming to the Pelicans to get Zion, B.I., Jax, JV, etc. should be a really natural transition for him. There's not much else to say about his passing other than he's high IQ and has the ability to create in multiple ways. But as you watch these highlights, I really want you to focus on the way that he creates these opportunities for his big man. I've tried to only put in plays where Devonte either recognizes a really good roll, passes up a shot, or creates the entire opportunity for the big. By now, you've watched Devonte at the rim, close mid-range, deep mid-range, and at the three-point line. And I want you to remember all of the ways that he got those shots and then watch these assists and watch him use those tools to create opportunities for other people.
Cody darts to the basket. Oh, he threw it in by Gordon Hayward. For those paying attention, that was the 5th block shot. Oh, there you go. Good pass. Oh. Devonte to Bridges. On a long road trip.
They did.
Good anticipation by Gordon Hayward. Biz, oh my goodness. Yes! Hey.
Team involved in a wild scramble in the Eastern Conference. Lob underneath and throwing it down. 5-minute mark. Oh, PJ Washington with authority.
Oh my goodness.
Of course, 2 stints with the Spurs beyond.
Hornets playing with 2 Codys. Suns playing with 2 Camerons. How about 2 Bridges? Oh, we only need 1.
Zeller off the pick and roll. Back to Graham. Bridges.
Oh, wow.
Oh! Defensively solid and get a bucket out of it, too. Miles Turner fell asleep.
6 all advanced to the playoffs. 7 through 10 involved in the 2nd year of the play-in. Zeller.
They miss Malik Monk a lot, too. Devonte Graham driving, finds Biyombo.
Still good offense. You're making the defense work, and it's creating a good shot.
Oh, Bridges.
Hey, people, I'm not saying that he's Joe Dumars. I'm saying his demeanor. Capital demeanor.
Devontae's got that ball in a string. Finds Biyombo! Here come your Hornets. McDaniels behind the defense. Devonte couldn't find him, but he finds Biz.
See, Kyrie got a dust up the other night.
Saw that. Devonte inside. Biz, another chip.
Tice is back in with 4 bench unit players. Oh, nice pass to Cody Martin.
Devonte finds Miles Bridges. Today in Chicago. Chance to take the lead here with a bucket. McDaniel!
Just trying to give a little bit more to this Boston team.
Martin with the slam. His pass got deflected. Good defense again by Charlotte. Hornets right in the middle of the pack in both defensive rating and offensive rating. Nice pass, and then Bridges soars to the rim.
That's why you don't worry about players like Jalen, Jason Tatum. Yes, they might have an off first quarter, off first half, but they're going to keep going. But this
of the playoffs.
Yeah, this year they got the best record on the road for the Eastern Conference.
Miles Bridges! Middleton, a 1-for-1 trade.
Wow. There you go.
Back-to-back dunks, PJ Washington.
Zeller underneath gets 2.
Heat finds Biz, first man down the floor. Score the goal! Oh. We're now 5 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Biyombo, good catch in traffic.
20 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists this afternoon. Just another day at the office for Randall, the alley-oop.
Resiliency and persistence of the Hornets have been astounding.
Oh, Noel! With the attempt for another block.